Georgia Public Service Commissioners listened to dozens and dozens of public commenters asking them not to raise their rates on May 2nd and May 11th, 2023. Let's listen to some of them.
We have some of the highest utility rates in the country. Metro Atlanta in particular, probably top 5. And yet and still, we need this elected body to protect the interest of your constituents. Let's think about ways to lessen energy burden instead of heaping more burden on people.
Why does Georgia have the highest, among the highest bills of all the states? Why is Georgia Power's profit margin at the very high end of the range? You have not been doing your job. You rarely challenge rate increases at all.
Why y'all not coming to us? Why we have to bust to come down here to beg y'all to stand up for y'all people who brought you in office? That's not right. Do you know how many people I have buried who have suffered from heat, can't even pay a light bill, and here it is, you're gonna tell me you're fixing up a pot?
That's all people cannot afford it. I work on 38 chairs at the hospital. They don't give you all that money. And now y'all going up on the electric bill. Y'all getting a big salary. And y'all electric bill doesn't matter.
Going up on our electric bills is not helping the seniors because we have medicine to buy and we have to buy food.
This commission's job is to ensure that the people of Georgia, they have the electricity, they have the power they need to survive, and the prices rise so much so that they can't afford it. What's going to happen to them? They're going to end up going into heat stroke. Y'all going to sit here in this lightly cooled building, and you're going to simply ignore the death that y'all have caused.
The pain that this increase is going to put on people, the residential customers of Georgia. Your mission is reliable, affordable, and clean. If it's not affordable, it can't be reliable because we can't rely on it. So something has to change. The system has to change. You guys have to change. These rates are a part of environmental injustice at its finest.
Why is Georgia Power have some of the highest electric bills in the country? That's awful. I wonder why. Either we paid skyrocketing bills or we will be in the dark. No lights, no refrigerators. Our bills are still too high. You know it.
I have to make a choice between groceries or lights. I went to the breaker box, cut off, we minimize our usage in our home to 2 rooms. Don't use some of the lights. I use Christmas lights so we could see. My daughter's on a machine that she has asthma. I myself am diabetic. I use dry ice to keep my insulin cool because we unplugged the refrigerator. I shouldn't have to uproot my family to find a cheaper state to survive and to thrive.
You allow Georgia Power to operate this way. It is a direct conflict of interest to what you all say your morals, principles, and values are. It is in direct conflict of interest of a free market when this is a monopoly and we continuously reward them for mismanagement.
For her to have to borrow money to pay her lights, and then when she have to give that money back, she don't have enough because she got to pay the lights again. That's not right. That's not right. Y'all need to do something about it.
We can't trust the regulators who we have elected to take care of us to make sure that we are safe. Include the ratepayers in your decision making and the lives that will be impacted.
We're the best place for doing business. Let's be the best place to live. So please take that into consideration, the profits that they're making, and we can do better by our state and our citizens.
I would appeal to you, commissioners, not to approve the rate increase as stated.
They want to eat off Georgia customers again for a third time for a rate increase when.
As opposed to a rate increase from Georgia Power.
Georgia residents cannot afford this increase anymore. My son just got married and I have family in South Georgia. I can tell you right now, those people down there cannot afford an increase on their power bill.
All I'm asking is that the commission not approve this rate increase at this time.
I implore the commission to unanimously vote no on this requested rate hike. Each time you vote for rate increases, you know it pushes more marginalized and vulnerable people into the dark. Since collateral damage has no face, remember those of us here today represent the thousands of Georgia Power customers. So listen and vote no on the proposed rate increase.
This is an injustice. Nobody should decide whether or not they're gonna pay for their lights or buy a pack of chicken.
How can a for-profit company determine what's reasonable and fair for the public? I would encourage you all to not allow Georgia Power to tell you what's just and what's fair.
Estimations that upwards of $20,000 people monthly are disconnected. So that is a reflection that even as it currently stands, things are not as affordable as they should be, and that this would again cause a significant burden. As a commission, you guys consistently side with Georgia Power. There has been no show in terms of bottom lining that there is a balance of interest.
In Southwest Atlanta, there are many seniors, disabled constituents in my community that cannot afford the rate increases. Many people are hurting, and with more Georgia Power taxing on most of their rates. I'm sorry, I get so frustrated when I think about this.
The utility burden on a lot of the residents is very challenging and is actually leading to displacement. The city of Atlanta is being hurt. The cities around Atlanta are being hurt. The Georgia as a collective is being hurt. People are being forced out of their homes.
These were the elected officials the public was speaking to.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes unanimously.
Imagine listening to all those people begging, pleading, and asking commissioners not to raise their electric bills $16 a month and ignoring them all and voting to do just that. It's outrageous. We now have a chance to set this right. Commissioner Echols and Commissioner Johnson are up for election in 2023. Sheila Edwards is running to defeat Commissioner Johnson, and I am running to defeat Commissioner Echols. And in 2024, Commissioner Pridemore is up for election. We need a candidate to run against her. Instead of listening to the people, the commissioners listened to Georgia Power and voted to give them everything they wanted. They didn't vote for you, now vote them out.